Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's the Michael Myers back again with another live stream. Jason Voorhees, what's up? What's up? Happy Michael Myers Monday to all of you guys. Just got home not too long ago. Decided to do a little quick live stream, man. Talk a little bit about, also because it's Monday. Decided to to Michael Myers Monday little video or little stream. So yeah, man, pretty cool. Like we all know, we are in October season, so I am trying to get as much content for you guys. And I thought this was a good one, a good topic, I guess, a good little live stream. So yeah, like I said, happy Michael Myers Monday. Just got home not too long ago, so yeah, decided to talk a little bit about this. I know we've talked about this, Halloween game in the past, and we've actually been hearing about a Halloween game for, I would say, the past year or two. But of course, man, we got the news, like it was like about a month ago. It was actually confirmed, and it was actually, to me, the news was kind of surprising because, like I said, after 2 years of hearing about this supposed Halloween game, didn't really, like I said, it was just a rumor. Didn't really, nothing was really official. But definitely let me know what you guys think about a Halloween video game. I know we've had, Halloween games, not horror video games, in the past. Friday the 13th, of course. Dead by Daylight, another popular one. I've played those a nice handful of times. Dead by Daylight was cool. I really did like the Friday the 13th, man. I know they kind of discontinued it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not, as you guys know, I'm not as knowledgeable as, in the video games. But like I said, I have played them a nice handful of times, man. I remember having, when the Friday game was at its, at its high, at its prime or whatever, it was pretty, it was pretty interesting. It was pretty fun, at least for its time. Like I said, I know later on it kind of went downhill or whatever. But yeah, man. Mackie, what's up, man? What's up? Just here chilling, man. Like I said, gonna talk a little bit about this Halloween video game. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, and like I said, word was always swirling around about a video game. Yo, Brandon, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm doing pretty good today, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Decided to talk about the Shape himself, man, a little bit today. I know a lot of us were wondering what's gonna be the next move after, coming off of the Blumhouse movies. It was kind of at a standstill for a little bit. Especially coming from a crappy movie like Halloween Ends. We really didn't hear much, but like I said, for the past year or so, we've been hearing about a Halloween game, and just about a month ago, if I'm not mistaken, it was confirmed. This video game is coming to us from the people who gave us the Friday the 13th game, which was Gun, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the company. But yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, like I said, if you guys, I know a lot of you guys always ask me about the video games, so I could definitely. I'm pretty sure it was major news, that day. It even surprised me. Like I said, it was mostly a rumor about the game, but it was confirmed, which is great. Like I said, I think it's great when it comes to the fact as moving on with the Halloween franchise. Rather than giving us like a TV show or like another movie, it's cool that they're giving us a game. And I really do love the fact, man, that it's going to be based on the original Halloween, if I'm not mistaken. I think John Carpenter is behind it as well. It would have been cool, though, if, for example, have like different levels of, the different, Halloween 2, the hospital game, walkthrough. That would have been pretty cool, but I think it's mostly going to be based on the original. Killer Mass Studios, what's up, man? Doing pretty good, man. Killer Mass Studios, appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys definitely been looking forward to this Halloween game. Like I said, I'm not the biggest gamer, but I definitely would be I would be playing it for sure. Like I said, just like when the Friday game came out, uh, it's always fun. And you know what? Here, I'll bring out my. I believe this game is gonna be, which is I'm really looking forward to it. Something that the Friday game did lack. Uh, so yeah, the Halloween game will be having more than just the multiplayer. It's gonna have a campaign. What does it say? Yeah, a single player campaign. So I'm pretty sure that means like a storyline or whatever. Like I said, it's something that the Friday the 13th game and the other games lacked in the past. It was mostly like multiplayer, and I think, man, by this being the first horror video game with the campaign, the single player campaign, I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. Al Bundy, what's up, man? Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks pretty fascinating, dude. Like I said, even me, not the biggest gamer, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, we did get like a little teaser trailer. Uh, it is coming to us from the same designer, same people from the Friday the 13th game. Like I said, dude, I remember at one point when the Friday the 13th game was at its height, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yo, Brandon, about to have some. Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Just also got home not too long ago. Uh, had to grow up on something, before I hopped on the live stream, man. But but yeah, man, just here chilling. Like I said, happy Michael Myers Monday. I don't really do those as much, the whole Michael Myers Monday thing. But yeah, hopefully next Monday I get some. Actually have a good video planned for next Monday. Mackie, yeah, I believe so. It is gonna be releasing next year, uh, September 8th, 2026. It's gonna be releasing for the PC, the PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series XS. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, my brother still got the PS5, so that'll be pretty cool, man. To actually, I'm pretty sure he'll get it. Um, but yeah, dude, and like I said, based on the little teaser we got, dude, it looks pretty. It looks pretty fascinating. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the game goes like nowhere, kind of like with the Friday game did. But I mean, like I said, just the whole campaign thing definitely has me quite intrigued for sure. Yeah, that's very true, Brandon. Yeah, I know we were just hit with the news and we gotta wait a whole year later. But like I said, when the news came out, I was kind of surprised. I was excited. I definitely was excited for for the series in itself. For the fans, because like I said, we're not stuck in a standstill anymore. Coming off of the Blumhouse movies, that's been a big major question, man, here on the channel. What do I think would be the next step, the next what's next for the Halloween franchise? And like I said, a TV series was always swirling around as long as the video game. And so yeah, it caught me by that surprise for sure. That it really, it really did. It came to fruition. It definitely came to life. Like I said, I really did not see it coming. Maybe that's why I was kind of surprised with the news. But yeah, man. So it's all good. Like I said, I feel really good about it because it's getting mostly positive. It's getting mostly positive reactions, and yeah, we gotta wait a whole nother year for it. But I mean, I think it'll go by nothing. Let me know if you guys are definitely gonna get it. Would you guys be getting it for the PlayStation, the Xbox? Like I said, my brother still has the PS5, so I've never been an Xbox guy. More of a PlayStation, but for sure, man, I really can't wait. I really can't wait. like I said, it's definitely giving me like Halloween 1978 vibes through it. It would have been cool though. It would have been cool, or who knows? Maybe it is actually, you know, gonna be different based on different movies. Who knows? But we just gotta wait and see. Johnny, what's up, man? Johnny Melikali, good to see you on here, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. Hope you're having a cool one. It's October season, dude, for sure. It definitely feels great. Hope you guys are also having, spending it well in this October month, man. Because of course, to all of us, best time of the year. I'm actually watching right now. Dawn of the Dead, man, the remake, the 2004 remake, pretty damn good remake. One of the better remakes for sure. Killer Mass Studios, I'm not much of a... Yeah, same here, Killer Mass Studios. Never really, I do turn on the PlayStation once in a while, dude. I still play the PS3 right here. But as far as like being like a heavy gamer, playing like different kinds of games, not really, dude. Like I said, my brother has always been more of the gamer. So regardless, dude, we're gonna get it. Regardless, we're gonna get it. Same thing with the Friday. When the Friday game came out, it definitely, I wasn't the biggest gamer, but I still played a nice handful of times, and it was a fun game from what I remember. What I've always loved about that game is that what made it cool to me at least was that you could pick out through all the Jasons, from all the movies, except I think it only went as far as the Jason Goes to Hell, if I'm not mistaken. But that was always cool to me. Like I said, it was kind of new to me. Like I said, so it made it really cool. You could play throughout pick throughout the different Jasons from the different movies, man. I hope we get something similar like that with the Halloween game. Play as the Halloween 4 Michael, something crazy like that, dude. But I do understand as well when it comes to the Halloween franchise, the sequels. I think it's different rights, different licensings. So I could see it being based just on the '78 movie. But that would be really cool if they were to do something crazy like that. You could play through the hospital from Halloween 2. You could play going against Jamie Lloyd or something. So for sure. And like I said, I think John Carpenter will be involved behind this game. So I cited for sure, man. Yeah, and you're right, Mackie, because out of all the horror characters, I think Michael was the more potential one to get a video game. Like I said, especially coming from the whole Blumhouse thing, and just like who really is, I could see Scream maybe getting a video game sometime soon. But Halloween for sure, I think was out of the question, to get a video game. Mortal Kombat, that's awesome, man. Yeah, for sure. I think next year, it's a year to look forward to, man. I heard there's a lot of cool stuff coming out next year, including with like movies. So yeah, I definitely, I can't wait. I can't wait either, dude. Like I said, probably once I start playing it, it might make. Like I said, I've been turning on the PS3 every once in a while, dude. Whenever I'm bored, play the older, Call of Duty games and stuff like that. Whatever I have laying around, But yeah, dude. Like I said, this Halloween game, I think it's like a fan's, dream come true, because I know a lot of the fans, could, especially when it comes to gaming, man, video games and stuff like that. It's really big. It definitely comes in handy. So it is kind of like a dream come true. I love Dawn of the Dead. Oh yeah, man, I love the original '78 Dawn of the Dead as well. It's probably my favorite. I always struggle with that one. I always struggle with between the original Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. But for sure, man, it's an okay sequel, not a sequel, a remake. Thought it was pretty good. I have a slight on the score on vinyl. Oh yeah, man, great score for sure. Reproduction poster. Yeah, man, the original is the best. I think, like I said, I know George A. Romero. He's pretty much who came up with all these movies, man. Dating back from Night of the Living Dead, uh, from I think 68, 69, something like that. And yeah, dude, Dawn of the Dead to me was always my favorite. Day of the Dead. Those for the first three are always the best. Um, and I even think, like I said, the remakes for these movies are pretty good. Dawn of the Dead, the Night of the Living Dead remake, pretty good, man. So for sure, I wish crossover a crossover with Has Been Hotel. Who knows, man? Crossovers have came and went. Um, who knows where we're gonna cross over, but I don't see it anytime soon. I know crossovers is another pretty hot topic on the channel. We talked about crossovers throughout the years, man. But what you did last summer, the latest one, yeah, I did see the latest. I know what you did last summer. The latest Rico or whatever you want to call it. It was okay. It wasn't the biggest thing. It just felt like another. If to me, it felt like Scream 5. To be honest with you guys, but it. I guess if you're a fan of the franchise in itself, I think you'll tend to enjoy it a lot more. Uh, but yeah, man, the Halloween game definitely has a lot of people excited. Let's see if I could pull up the little teaser trailer, man. I'm not even sure if
Exploring, step back into the town of Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm Miles Dompierre from
like I said, man, it definitely gives me
present an extended look at gameplay for Halloween. With the help of Unreal Engine 5, we've
just the vibes and everything.
the quiet town of Haddonfield in stunning detail, remaining authentic to the 70s era.
Gives me that 78 vibe for sure, man. The graphics.
Ask of this infamous killer. Michael's goal is to find, spin, and stop the target. It's time to choose the
Pretty sick, dude. Pretty sick. Like I said, if out of all the horror characters,
Michael comes equipped with an
I definitely I think Michael was the best. The most obvious that would come to life, come to fruition, for a video game. Like I said, right behind maybe Scream could possibly get a game. But for sure, man, Michael was definitely the one to get the video game treatment. Oh yeah, man, Creepshow. I love Creepshow for sure. Great collaboration, with our horror greats, Stephen King, George A. Romero, man. Creepshow, one of my favorites. And yeah, George A. Romero definitely, had it on lock, man, for sure, with the zombie movies. I know there was a few, like Land of the Dead, a few after like the original three, that George A. Romero. But yeah, man, definitely he was like the king. He was definitely and a lot of horror kings, But Romero was definitely one of the earlier ones for sure. Yeah, the I Know What You Did Last Summer remake it was okay. It's a watchable movie, I guess. But it really wasn't. It wasn't as I couldn't even tell you if it was greater than some of the other. I know some of the other sequels, the earlier sequels, were even worse. But yeah, the latest one was just okay. I mean, we did see our returning characters like what's her name, Jennifer Love Hewitt. So it did its job. It did its job as a legacy sequel. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of Scream 5. I think I even mentioned, guys, that I kind of liked it a little bit more than Scream 5. But I think You know, I mean, I haven't rewatched it since, but I don't know. Maybe I gotta rewatch Scream 5 or something. Yeah, it's been a minute. I really haven't seen Scream 5 a lot. I only seen it like a good 3 times or something. You know, I gotta rewatch them for sure. Uh, I also did Creepshow 2. Oh yeah, man, Creepshow 2 is another pretty good sequel. Uh, yeah, I think there's a lot of elements in there that really, capture the original, the original's essence. Uh, so pretty, pretty great sequel. Like I'm always rewatching that one. It's actually free on Tubi, and that was another fun one, dude. Like I said, as much as I love the original Creepshow, I think the second one really, I don't think it was as great, but it captured that same essence to me at least. You know, and I think that's what a sequel's supposed to do. Say we compare it with like Halloween 2, uh, you know, definitely feels like you gotta watch them back to back to really feel that essence. And that's what Creepshow 2 did to me. Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, another good example. Uh, yeah, man, there's a lot of great sequels like that. Uh, have you seen the Black Phone 2 trailer? It looks really brutal. You know what, man? I have not seen the Black Phone 2 trailer. I have seen a lot of talk about it lately. I think it comes out this Friday, right? Let me look that up. I've been hearing a lot of praise, man. I know the first. I don't really remember the first Black Phone, to be honest with you guys. I only seen it once. Uh, but I definitely am looking forward to it, man. I probably got to rewatch the first one before I get into this one. I think it doesn't come out till another 2 weeks. But yeah, man, the Black Phone 2 is a film that I've been hearing a lot about lately. Some people are hyped. Some people are looking forward to it. And the Black Phone is another one of those modern movies you could say that really kind of brought back the, I want to say slasher aspect, but the character, like the grabber, I think it's his name. Uh, and I think that's what was really lacking in a lot of modern movies, man. Is like characters that I wouldn't say are iconic yet, but they're at least memorable. Kind of like the guy, what's his name, John Carver from Thanksgiving. I think he was a nice, memorable character to a lot of the fans. But the Black Phone, the grabber was definitely at least one for me. At least one that I've, when it when I think about modern movies and we think of like some of these new characters, the grabber comes to mind. Ever since the first movie, dude, I've been hearing a lot about the Black Phone. So yeah, but I haven't seen the trailer though. I have not seen the trailer. We'll be checking it out. I love that we're back in the. Yeah, for sure, Brandon. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, gonna be bringing more of these little live streams out. Um, now that we're in the month of October, man. Like I said, I have a few more videos coming out. I do plan on doing a few more live streams. Maybe sometime later on in the month, man. Once I get more of a chance, we'll probably watch a movie or something. A live what's it called? A watch party. I've done a few of those in the past. We've seen a few Friday movies here and there. Maybe a Halloween one. Who knows, man? We'll definitely make that happen. So yeah, like I said, happy Michael Myers Monday to you guys. I thought it was fitting. Like I said, even at the time when the trailer had just came out for this Halloween game, I really didn't, I didn't really plan on making like a video or like a reaction video. I know I did one on the Hellraiser game. Oh, I forgot about that. I literally forgot that we're getting the Hellraiser game as well. It's cracking, man. It's definitely on and cracking for as far as video games and the horror games. It's definitely came back. Because back then we didn't have a lot of these kind of games. You know what I mean? As far as I could, remember, man, is like the Saw games for the PS3, but they weren't really as like. I don't think they were as successful like that. I know they came out with two, but it's great to see, man. It goes to show us that the horror and the games definitely come in handy, most definitely. Because yeah, I mean, if we take a look 10 years back, I really don't see much, but I feel like the horror genre is growing, in its own. It's growing once the years go on. That it's definitely if they're smart about it, they're definitely gonna try to pull over some, get into like the video games and all that. You could kind of say the Friday game was ahead of its time. I think that one came out like in 2017 or something like that. Uh, at that time there really wasn't, and maybe that could kind of play a part why the Friday game kind of lacked a little bit. It didn't meet its full potential, dude. Because yeah, I think that game had a lot of potential, and supposedly they are working on a new Friday the 13th game as well. But dude, that Friday the 13th game just seemed so badass to me. At least at the time, like I said, when the game was at its height, and I was playing it back to back and stuff like that. Even though, like I said, keep in mind, not the biggest gamer. Uh, my brother, I'll play back to back with my brother, and it was a lot of fun. So I really hope, like with the Friday game being kind of ahead of its time, didn't really fully go through. Like I said, it reached its full potential. Uh, and nowadays, man, I could easily see, like, if that game were to come out now, I could easily, I think it would have been more, you could say, achieved more correctly. It definitely would have been, especially now with the rights and everything, have been settled or whatever, and we're seeing Friday the 13th more than ever. There's like merchandise everywhere, man, in the stores, a lot more cool stuff coming out, which is great. So I think the Friday game would have worked today, in today's age, rather than back when it came out. What was it, 2017? I know 2017 doesn't seem that long, but as far as like the game scene and just the whole pop culture scene, mainstream and stuff like that, media, it's definitely evolved, man, in somewhat, so it's definitely great timing. Like I said, I think the Halloween game came in great timing. It would have came out back when they were speculating about it, which was right after Halloween ends. I don't think it would have, and it is a process. It's not like games are easy to make, but I think it's a good time. It's a good time because, like I said, man, not just the gaming thing has always been big, has always been major, but I feel the horror genre is skyrocketing to that, and I think it's reached its potential, and there's more to come for sure. Like I said, to me, it's just a trip and I've mentioned it before on the live streams. It's a trip, man. How this year compared to last year, I've seen a lot more. I've seen a lot more Halloween, a lot more of merchandise, and it's crazy, because it shows that it shows that the genre is growing for sure. And like I said, man, I'm really excited to what we got. Not just the game, but I'm really looking forward to what we got next in store, dude. Because like I said, I really don't see this being the end. Especially for like Michael. Maybe wait a few more years. I think you'll definitely we'll be seeing a lot more. We'll be seeing a lot more. I hope the rights do transition back to who, because I believe the rights it's still they're still maintained by Blumhouse, if I'm not mistaken. Even though I don't see them continuing that their trilogy, I think that they still hold the rights. So I hope that that lease or whatever comes to an end soon, man, and we'll get to see who in the public domain will carry the Halloween franchise, dude. Because yeah, it's been pretty I could see, like I said, I could see more in store for us other than this game. But like I said, dude, I think the video game is a great start. It's a great start. Like I said, because it's something that the fans were looking forward to for sure. I've always heard, you know, a lot of positivity towards this game. So for it to come to for it to come true, it's definitely it's pretty dope, man. It's pretty badass. Like I said, not just for the fans, dude, but for the genre because it keeps the legacy. It keeps the legacy alive, man. And of course, we don't want Michael forgotten. Of course, after the crappy Blumhouse movies, my boy Michael deserved a lot more for sure. But by the way, guys, I actually have a few new Blu-ray scores. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I got these like last week, and I have not seen, or I seen one of these. The Fifth Floor. Got this for like, I think it was like $8, dude. Yeah, I've now seen this one. The reason I got it, Robert Englund is in it, so definitely will be checking it out. I don't know, it just seemed interesting. The Fifth Floor, have you guys seen this one? The Nightmare is Knowing You're Sane. So got that, and then I also got Alice Sweet Alice. Solid movie. It's not like the greatest movie, but it's a nice low budget. When was it? I think this was the 70s, dude. 76. Yeah, nice film. Pretty decent film right here about this little girl who becomes. It's always been creepy, man. Here, I'll show you. I think it comes with like a little. Like how she looks in the movie with the mask. Pretty creepy, dude. Yeah, I remember like seeing the image of this little girl or whatever, of her mask, and it just seemed creepy to me, dude. So I had to look up the movie. Ever since then, I saw it on YouTube because I think this movie is free on YouTube. And ever since, dude, I've been a fan of this movie. So I've been looking for it I've been looking like on eBay. I never ordered it though, but just last week, man, I went to this new little DVD store I've never been to, and their section is not big, but it's a nice, it's like the little stack they have, because it's more of a rental place. It's not really a like where they sell DVDs. It's more of like a rental place, and they only have like a small section of films they're selling. And I found this there, dude. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I had to get it, because even though, like I said, I've been looking forward to it, looking for it, even on eBay, but eBay prices could be kind of up, and I always look for reasonable prices, dude. I know I only paid like $20. It was $18, but with the tax it was like 20. But yeah, and like as far as eBay and stuff like that, I'm quite a big Blu-ray collector. I like to get classic films. I like to look on eBay, but sometimes the price does have to be reasonable. Another movie I'm looking forward to, man, that I did recently watch for the first time was Magic with Anthony Hopkins. Another 70s movies, if I'm not mistaken. Great film, fantastic movie right there. Definitely ahead of its time. We'll be looking for. I've been searching eBay. Once I find one for, like I said, a reasonable price, I'll probably get it. It's a cool, inventive name too. Michael Myers Monday has a certain ring to it. Yeah, Brandon, for sure. I know a lot of people, like to go by the whole Michael Myers Monday thing. So it really, it's a nice little, fun time, I guess. Especially now that it's October, man. I try to, be on here a little bit more, do little different stuff for you guys. I already have a few movies I want to review, man. Probably I might do another remake versus original. I have an unboxing that I still gotta put up for you guys. By the way, guys, my last video, make sure you guys check it out if you haven't. Art the Clown costume test, Spare the Moment costume test. I really, because I really did not have a lot of Art the Clown's weapons, so I had to wait, probably buy them. But me trying to keep it, low budget, I'm like, screw it, let's have some fun because I've never tried the costume with the mask, and I really wanted to see how that looks, dude. So I tried it on for the first time, dude, and I loved how the mask, the whole cosplay came out. I thought the mask was not gonna fit the costume as well because the mask is like a Trick or Treat Studios mask. The mask that originally came with the costume I don't have. But I think it was solid enough, dude. It was solid enough. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know a lot of Art the Clown fans. Definitely. We've been seeing a lot of art for sure. So I definitely wanted to do something for the Terrifier fans. Yo, Brandon, no problem, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Hope you have some pretty damn good dinner. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Catch you on the next one. Definitely stay cool. Did you buy the... You know what, Al Bundy? I did not buy the latest 4K set, the Steelbook set. Hey, man, I've seen a lot of, little pictures, little videos of it. It looks badass, dude. I definitely, I would love to own it, for sure. I think the Steelbook artwork, of course, the original posters, great stuff, dude. As a matter of fact, this Saturday, dude, this past Saturday, I did watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the original on the big screen, and I also did watch part 3 in 3D. Excuse me, which was a great time, man. But yeah, no, I did not get it, man. You know what? I was thinking earlier because I kind of was trying to watch Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and I couldn't find it, man, because I have 4 and 3 in like a double pack. I couldn't find it, dude, and they're the standard DVDs, and I'm like, man, I think I gotta upgrade these at least to Blu-ray. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I might upgrade the Nightmare film soon. Will I get the new set? I'm not sure, man. I know the new sets. A lot of the new sets that be coming out are really badass, dude. I would love to own them, but they could be kind of pricey. Same thing with I also wanted to get the Scream Factory. I know that one's been out for a while now, but I also wanted to get that Scream Factory Friday the 13th set, dude. That comes with like all of them, like each of the movies in the individual box. But I still haven't had the chance, dude. I've been spending too much on freaking on masks. Not masks. I mean, I only got one, which is an unboxing, guys. Make sure you guys stay tuned. But yeah, but I have seen it though. I know what you're talking about, Al Bundy. I would love to own it, but maybe sometime soon. Maybe sometime soon it'll go on clearance or something. But yeah, I definitely gotta upgrade my Nightmare on Elm Street collection, man. At least to Blu-ray. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. That's gonna be pretty much it for today's live. Nothing major. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about the latest game that we're gonna get, Halloween, man. I think it's a great time. Like I said, even for us who are not big into gaming, it's a great sign, dude. It's a great sign because the legacy of Myers will definitely has to be kept alive, man, and remembered, regardless of the crap we've had in the past, as far as the Blumhouse movies. And yeah, so this is a nice bounce back. I like this idea. It's a nice bounce back coming from the crappy Halloween ends and kills. I think hopefully this will make up for it, rather than giving us another crappy movie or a crappy show. We're getting a video game, and like I said, I like this idea more than a TV show, to be honest with you guys. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, other than the whole multiplayer thing, I can't wait to see how the whole single player campaign is gonna play out, man. Because like I said, it's gonna be our first time with a horror video game with the one single campaign player. Dawn of the Dead remake, pretty good remake for sure. You know what? Like I said, I was planning to do an original versus remake video. I might do Dawn of the Dead, dude. As a matter of fact, we were also talking about the original George A. Romero Dawn of the Dead. You know what? I think that might be my next original versus remake video, man, for sure. But yeah, man, I can't wait to show you guys what I got in store for you as far as the videos. Got an unboxing coming up. If you guys have not seen my latest video, Art the Clown costume test, make sure you guys check it out. I have hopefully at least 2 more costume tests for the month. Michael Myers, of course. And yeah, I do have another Michael Myers Monday video for next week. I'm gonna be giving you guys, we're gonna be talking about the Michael Myers masks next Monday, so definitely stay tuned for that. It might be a video. I don't think I'll live stream it. It's just gonna be a video. But shout out to all you guys who tuned in, man. Like always great hopping on here for a little bit. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay tuned for the next one. It's the Michael Myers signing out.